everybody, Flick here. It's time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we are taking a look at Seraph, and as you can see along the bottom there, this is by Dreadbit Limited. This is, well, by the time you hear this, it will be available on Steam via the Early Access program, and I was given the build currently available to people who do back it in Early Access by the developers to try out for myself. They describe it as a skill-based acrobatic shooter, where, unless you intervene, aiming is automatic, and you kind of just have to concentrate on dodging and kind of doing gun kata, I guess, if you want a comparison. Anyway, I've played it for just over half an hour. I got through about the first 4 or 5 areas. The difficulty is starting to ramp up, although we'll go more into that later because there's actually some intricate stuff involving difficulty in the game. Let me jump in and we shall go back into my game in progress if it will let me. No, I don't want to do a new game. Can I do... Begin a new game? Complete? No. Oh, maybe it doesn't save. Am I just looking past Huh. Alright, maybe in the current build you can't actually save, although why would you have a save bit if you couldn't? I guess it didn't. Alright, I guess we'll be starting. I wanted to show off a later stage, but I think we'll just have to look at the start of the game again. That's fine. I wanted to show off some of the abilities I'd unlocked. Unless, hang on, maybe they are unlocked. No, they are not. Okay. Just go back. There we are. Alright, we'll jump into the new game. I was going to go over, setting the story myself, but we'll see it now, so I won't need to. Well, I guess to keep things succinct I can. But anyway, well, when you start a new game, you are given a choice of standard, hard, extreme, speedrunning, or Twitch mode. And depending on which one you pick, it changes the game in some subtle and some significant ways. So standard game, as it says there, just a standard game. You can skip tutorials if you want. Actually, I might just do that. We will, but anyway, first of all, we'll look at the other difficulties. Hard mode, the base difficulty level of the game is set higher than it is in standard. In standard, it's 1.0. In hard, it's 3.0. In extreme, it's 7.0. Speedrun mode, I haven't actually read this one, so let's find out what this is together. It's got a fixed layout, so everybody will have the same layout. All conversations are disabled, a timer's added. Alright, that's fair enough, and it gives you the seed at the bottom there as well, or you can generate a new random one. And then Twitch mode is one where it has Twitch integration, so if you're streaming this on Twitch, you are able to have your viewers influence what happens in the game. As it says there, they can select positive or negative modifiers for each level. I assume, haven't tested this, I might test it later actually. I assume they're allowed to vote during the level you're currently on, and voting has been ended and kind of calculated by the time you get to the next level. But we'll try that out at a different time perhaps. Anyway, we'll jump into standard. We will disable the tutorial level. I won't auto-skip conversations, I'll let you see some of them. Alright, let's go. And we shall see the introduction of sorts. Keep in mind, again, early access, everything is a work in progress. You're not buying a finished product if you buy in now. You are helping to fund the finished product and getting something to play in the meantime. So, alright, it has skipped the tutorial, so that's good. So we play as Seraph, which is a deity inhabiting the body of this woman. We have been in an underwater prison. We get freed by this person just called Guide. Apparently we may have willingly or unwillingly unleashed demons, and now we are fighting our way out past all the murdered crew who were keeping us prisoner here. So there's no voice acting. I don't know if there is any planned, but in this build there certainly isn't. I can feel the presence of another demon lieutenant. You must find it and destroy it. Hunt down and kill the champion demon of Terminus. So, a lot to talk about. I'm just double checking the volume is okay. It seems fine. The music's a little bit, bumping. Alright, so I'm using a 360 controller and the game is heavily, or rather the devs have heavily implied it's built for controller play. But, I think they're working on keyboard and mouse. So I'm using the A button to jump. I'm using the analog stick to move. Right trigger is fire. Left trigger is my dash, which has a recharge if you see in the top left there. Also, did I say right trigger for dash? I meant left trigger if I did. And then along the bottom you can see we have abilities. X is a special ability. It's a pushback with damage, I think, but specifically you're supposed to use it when you see an enemy with the X button over their head and the game has a term for it, but I'm blanking on it right now, but you're essentially cleansing them to do a big burst of damage. Then I also have that, which is just clear enemies away from me, and this is kind of like a chakram type thing. So you can find other weapons. You don't always just have these infinite ammo pistols, but we're going to have to find them. Oh, in fact, there we go. You can have your infinite ammo pistols and one other item on you at all times. They do have limited ammunition. So now we have an assault rifle with 153 bullets. We're going to open this as well. And our level is in the top left. Our level goes up by picking up stuff that enemies drop. When you level up, you get to pick from a range of skills. I think that about covers the basics. We're now ready to kind of jump in, find some enemies. The levels are randomly generated unless you're in speedrun mode and using a seeded run. And we can go around collecting these, which contribute to our level. Oh, hello enemies. So if you notice in the bottom left there, it says difficulty 1.00. As I fight enemies and don't get hit in the process of killing them, the difficulty will go up. It will scale with how well you're doing, and if you get hit, it will start scaling down. So it's reactive difficulty. It's a very interesting twist. I haven't seen it get too difficult. That's why I kind of wanted to show off the level where I was at, 4 or 5 levels deep, because I was actually starting to find it getting kind of hard. Ah, right, here's our prompt. Unfortunately, it did get me hit because I was stuck in the animation. If you get hit, by the way, just check top left to see confirmation. You lose a lot of HP. You don't take many hits until you die. When you level up, you do get more HP and damage resistance. So there's also passives that can increase your damage. Oh, hello. Alright, that was easy enough. The red door we passed, by the way, is our exit, but we have to do an objective before we leave. Sometimes it's kill a guy. Oh, we got more ammo. I can't remember what change weapon is. R1. Sometimes it's kill a guy, sometimes it's kill spawners, sometimes it's just reach somewhere. And I think they're randomly selected. So as I say, this will be in the early access program on Steam by the time you hear this. If I get this up in time prior to the May 4th, and I think I should just get it up before that. You can actually get it at 10% off. You can buy in for £7.99. If it's after the fact, if you're watching this long after the fact, its normal buying price for early access is £9.99, which, you know, it's around about what I expect. I usually say like £7 or £8 for an indie game on Steam. I don't quite have a formula for when it's an early access game. You've really just got to decide for yourself. So this is our boss here, so that's why he's taking a lot of shots. I keep forgetting to use my chakram ability as well. Every so often we'll knock him down and be able to do a bunch of damage to him. Get back. It's all about managing your dashes for attacks like that, doing your specials when you remember that they're a thing, and then doing these burst damage chances when you have the moments. So I picked up a fragment there, and as it says there, they automatically form into a shard when you get 3 of them. I don't think we'll get 3 of them on this first stage, but we'll see. We get any more ammo there? No, we did not. One thing I will say about the game so far, I find that the weapon lockers blend into the background too much. It's essentially exactly this, except it's got a green front rather than a plain, computer screen type thing. At first I also kind of missed some of the crates, but I'm getting a little bit better at spotting them now. So we've got some HP back there and some more of the level up orbs. And as you can also see, the difficulty has scaled up to 1.04. So it's a little bit harder now, but that doesn't really matter because the stage is over. There's no fall damage, by the way. I was just kind of battering off the walls for no good reason. I did miss some collectibles. Oh, by the way, you can totally dash up. You dash in the direction you wish. I missed an enemy back here, eh? Alright, well, we might as well. Were you hiding goodies? Oh, you were. You were hiding a weapon locker. What do we have here? Revolvers MK1. Yeah, we'll take them just because they have ammunition. So the thing about the revolvers, though, they can fire really, really fast, but you have to rapid fire your button press. Which is fine, but you might also hear me doing that, so keep that in mind when I next get into an encounter with an enemy. We'll leave this stage and we'll get to see the end of mission. Oh, hold this end. Conversation. Truly a terrible place. Humans are capable of crafting such suffering. I do not blame you for losing your faith. I did not lose my faith. How can you suggest such a thing? No, something else must have caused this demonic incursion. Sibling demons can only be allowed to manifest on the plane of reality with the assistance of one of our kind. You know this. No, you're wrong. There must be another way, a way that neither you or I are aware of. So, she got woken up when everyone was already dead. She's not sure if she's to blame, but this guide is blaming us. So we didn't quite get enough to gain another level, but there is our progress as of 1 deck cleared. As I say, I think not counting the tutorial I got to deck 4. We'll do another stage here. But I think I have essentially covered the basics, so now you're just going to see me play through a standard level. We'll skip this story here. We'll just get on with it. We'll use our revolver's MK1. Oh, I wasn't expecting an enemy straight away. So the mission here is again to go find a tough enemy and murderize them. Oh, let's just burst you away. I'm hoping that we get... Oh, hello. Ah, the area is locking down in a minute. Well, that's jolly good. Oh. Change weapon. I kept on trying to change weapon automatically and then it wouldn't, and then I tried to change it and it had automatically changed. So I was constantly going back to my no weapon revolvers there. No ammo revolvers. Wait, is this area locked entirely? Oh, it's locked until they're dead. Oh no, actually I think I'm just stuck in here until the timer goes down then. That's the first time I've seen a room like this. Not a problem, there's a second shard. Alright, 7 seconds and then we're done. Combat is fluid, by the way. I say as I get hit, but that was my bad, not the game's fault. I've never felt like I've jumped in a direction... Ah, there we are, I can get out now. Never felt like I've jumped in a direction that I didn't mean to. If I get hit, it's usually my own fault. Right, so we can't get through that door until we find another switch. Oh, hey, there's the full shard. So we acquired the common shard, which is, you know, not a rare drop, let's put it that way. Ah, there's the switch there. Do not want to fight those in a thin corridor, that's for damn sure. Alright, so that lifted the area, opened the area up above, so we'll just ignore them. And we'll head back up and see what was beyond. It's being very pernicious. There we are, go through. Oh hey, this is actually just a loot room. Don't mind if I do. So we got double damage for the duration that's above my head. We also got... Yeah, we'll take another assault rifle just because it's got ammo. Wow, we have a rare weapon here actually. Oh wait, no, we have a ward, that's what they call them. So the amethyst coin, what it's doing for me is in the top left there. It's physical protection plus 15, unholy protection plus 13, and nothing much else. And we also have a checkpoint if I really, really screw up. Which I probably won't on floor 2, but, you know. The difficulty is continuing to increase, because I've been going a little while without taking too much damage, and healing back some damage I have taken. See if we can run into more enemies. Oh yeah, we can indeed. I don't think so. See, it's very satisfying when you get into a flow state and you murderize a ton of enemies without getting hit. Knowing that in doing so you're making the game harder on yourself, but that's fine. Scaling difficulty I can get behind because you're always aware... Oh, he's going to regenerate. Yeah, he is. You're always aware of what's happening with the difficulty because it's on screen. There we are. Be gone. And let's see, we've got a tough thing incoming. We're going to run out of ammo before then because I continually just use the weapons I find because I feel like it rather than saving them for the bosses. Before we head over there, is there maybe a weapon locker over here? No, just a corpse of someone who was guarding the place. Right, there goes my last bullet. So, we will be fighting the... Oh, hello. The boss with our standard weapons. As long as we get a level afterwards, I'm fine with that. There's our exit right there as well. Ah, and here's our boss! Apparently I had help that died instantly. Good use of the chakram. Oh, hey. There we are. Thought we might get some ammo there, that's why I opened that in the middle of a fight. But no, we did not. Get up here. Nope, that was a waste. Your dashies restore pretty quick. I've got to go after him. And he is still alive. Get up here. Oh, no, no, no. I'd like to do this perfectly if possible. Not that it's Enter the Gungeon or anything, but still. For pride's sake. There we are. I'm pretty sure he didn't hit me once. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Thank you, tutorial tip. If you don't like the auto aiming, you can overwrite it by using the R stick when you're in combat. Yeah, we'll take more revolvers, why not? Let's see if we got ourselves a level. Yes, well, that was just her saying with every shard she gets, more of her power returns. In game terms, that just means leveling up. Which we did. Good, 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 good. So, Seraph has gained a new level, which has increased her maximum health by 25. In addition, she can choose one blessing or a blessing upgrade. By blessing upgrade, it just means another level of a blessing you've already picked. So we could pick Blessed Air, which is double jumping near a demon will cause explosive damage for 50. 10% chance that bullets explode for 10 holy damage. Smite attacks, oh that's the word they use for it, thank you. That's when the X prompt appears over enemies, smiting them. Has a chance to regenerate my HP by 5%, or killing a demon will send Seraph into Bloodlust, increasing all damage dealt by 5% for 5 seconds. And it can stack 5 times. I know it's a rather boring choice, but I'll just take the 1 in 10 chance to do 10 more damage. We'll take 1 tier of that, please. You know, we're only at 16 minutes. I'm going to go through another level. Why not? Let's do it. I do find myself quite enjoying it. It isn't quite scratching my roguelike itch, as I call it, but really it's not meant to be that. Yes, it has kind of randomised levels, but it's not quite going for the same feel as a... Oh, I'll take some machine guns, yes. As a Isaac or a Gungeon. I like the mechanics. They've got the controls down. I haven't had any problems with them. I can't speak for mouse and keyboard, obviously. I'm using the 360 controller. So we've got to destroy spawners in this one. Oh hey, this is pretty damaging. So should I be wasting it on standard enemies? Not really, but I'm still gonna... actually no, you know what, for once I'm not gonna. I'll wait until I find their damn spawner, because those things have a lot of HP. I cautiously recommend Seraph. If you like what you see, by all means consider supporting it. If you would, you know, if you're interested in what you see, but you'd rather wait and hear a little bit more about development and whatnot, keep an eye on it on Steam. And maybe buy in when it's a bit further along. You can also go to the link I'll put in the description box below for you to check out, you know, what their plan is, their schedule, and any other questions you have they might be able to answer over there too. Alright, we've got more submachine gun ammo, perfect. Ow, I didn't see you readying that attack. Spawner down here? I think it is just down here. These horse things are so weird, or centaurs. There we are. Oh, there's the exit right there. Collect enough Treminiscence to craft a new upgrade through transmutation menu. Find it in the upgrades in the main menu. I haven't actually done that. Maybe that's what carried over when I ended my other run. Spawner. You're getting machine gunned to death. You can see its health bar up the top, incidentally. I took way more damage than I was comfortable with there. They will keep spawning until it dies, so I have to really kind of stay over this general area. Almost got it. Oh, actually, no, we don't. Bloody hell. Get rid of you. Alright, now we almost have it. There, that did the job. Finish it off. Got it. We're still one hit away from death, though, so gotta be careful. Where's that other enemy? There he is. Alright, given how close to death we are, I should probably just run away. Oh, unless there's a reward room over here, in fact. Well, this could heal me a little bit. It did not green pips our health. Well, we still did finish. There's our exit. Is there anything else over here? There's a weapon locker here. Oh, sure, we'll just take the ammo. What else do we have over here? Enemies. Just enemies. I'm curious if they're guarding anything. So far, so nope. There is something to be said about fully exploring a floor rather than instantly going to the exit as soon as you've done the objective, because then you're getting more experience for upgrades. Hey, we got some health there. Not too bad. Maybe some more? Yeah. And more XP, which is possibly more important. Alright, we can save the rest of the submachine gun ammo, I think. Oh, there's another crate. Don't mind if I do. And we got more ammo. I think submachine guns might be my favourite of the sub weapons so far, or the the weapons other than the default. But yeah, I think when we've done this stage, we'll do the level up process if indeed I got a level, and that'll probably do it. But this is Seraph, available via the Steam Early Access program, and you can check out the link in the description box below to either get it, hear more about it, or keep an eye on it, whatever you like. As I say, I recommend it if you're into the type of thing that you've seen here. Just keep in mind it's not a roguelike where every run is going to be truly unique. There's not enough items available, there's not enough upgrade paths. But it also has more of a story than you would expect to see in something like, Binding of Isaac, Gungeon, etc. It may not even be a fair comparison. I'm probably just going down the wrong path because of the randomly generated levels. But anyway, we'll save out and quit. See, I don't understand why. Maybe when I misunderstood when it's saying save out and quit, that's purely just your progress towards permanent upgrades, which is probably what it is. So, for example, we could take Spitfire. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here, actually. Starting health is increased. Enemies have a chance of dropping more mote. That's the XP. Damage from dual-wielded weapons is increased when attacking two separate enemies at once. What was the other one there? Critical accuracy. I think I'd rather have strength. We have two common ones, and it looks like I can go up to super rare ones. We'll use one of them. Oh, I see. And the rarity of the shard you're putting in affects how well you get it. Maximum health on level up is increased. Sure, we'll increase that by 2. So this is the way that you customize your future runs in a Rogue Legacy-esque kind of way. I actually totally missed this. Because it had a story, I was assuming that it was just focusing on the story mode, but no, it kind of doesn't. It has that, but also on top of that, it has a Rogue Legacy-esque permanent upgrade system to make your future runs through the story, or attempts at the story, easier on yourself by having more health, more damage. Good. This transmutation. Unlock Demon Sight, allowing Seraph to see and collect various materials from the corpses of demons for use in crafting and upgrading weapons. Sure. Turn to transmutation, so I just unlocked crafting material, which I knew crafting was a thing, so you can get upgrades for your weapons. Oh, there's a railgun. But I have no idea how to get the other 2 materials in that list. Maybe it's from higher floors than I've currently gotten to. But now that I know there's a railgun, that interests me a whole lot, and these are weapons that already exist. We also have wards, which are the trinkets, I guess I would call them. And miracles are my starting powers, yeah. Not yet implemented. Don't waste your components. A passive miracle that allows Seraph to destroy unwanted weapons and weapon lockers to gain metal parts. Oh right, so that's to help you craft things. Good. So there's a few more deeper layers to this game than I realised. I already recommended it, now I recommended it a little bit more. If you enjoyed what you saw here, check out the link in the description box below. My name has been Flick, thank you very much for watching, please do consider leaving a like. And until next time, ta-ta for now.